blow it back just for fun.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the football team on Monday.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Pierce. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Pierce. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pierce. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Rosas' kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Gets past one man, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 52 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On second down, McQueen, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews going up top. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Back to throw. Andrews. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Looking to throw. Andrews. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Andrews. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Andrews to throw on 2nd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Pierce. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Dancing away at the 30. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
going to be brought down here in the backfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Andrews. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chase Young in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And I believe that gain up 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Pierce. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Pierce. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pierce.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got his man. This is Tate.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Andrews. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. This is caught by Tate. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he's got some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Andrews. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Pierce. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Pierce. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Andrews.
And a Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Chase Young
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. To throw is Andrews. Throwing on 3rd and long. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Andrews.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now here's Andrews on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. McQueen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Andrews. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Andrews throwing on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Andrews. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Targets Metcalf along the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Looking to throw. Andrews. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trick. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off play action. Pierce. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw. Pierce. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Pierce. He finds his man. Complete. It's Potter. Throwing on 1st down. Pierce. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pierce. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Andrews. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Andrews now on 1st down. And hitting Juju on the slant. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down now. McQueen. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Andrews. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Andrews on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Andrews. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. To throw is Andrews. Throwing on 1st down. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And here's Andrews. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. 30, past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pierce.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pierce. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down.
Finding Tate.
Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Andrews.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Andrews now on 1st down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Andrews. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.